This person, yeah, there's Voodoo and Chase Bank. Somebody's doing some magic on you, and these names may or may not be significant. Yeah, so yeah, there's Voodoo and Chase Bank. Somebody could be a Leo, or that could be somebody's name. This person is in a position of power, so they could be in a position of power where they are, you know, a manager, or they work for Chase Bank, or they work for a barber, or they own a business. That not necessarily. People look up to them and they abuse their power. So they had some pull somehow, or they could just be in a large friend group or something where people follow them, or, you know.
Alright, so y'all saw that, right? So that goes back to the Dylan Grizzle, Dylan Brown, the Chase. So the Chase Bank, I wouldn't be surprised if it is actually the bank, you know what I'm saying? But also Chase Marnie, they all know what's up. All these people were all linked together, right? You know. And they're still trying to block stuff, block messages, block people's messages, hacking the phones, right? So they're doing that. They're trying not to get it out. So, like, I used to have a Chase Bank account. So these people have gone through people's houses. Like, these people have had copies of the keys to the house that I've stayed at since I was a child, right? So, and how I know is because, like, when you find one of your own keys outside in the curb by where these people were getting in and out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know, you know. Okay, so I found a key and it was missing off of my key ring, right? And then on top of that, I've also found my keys. I always put my keys facing the same way. All the teeth face the same way. All this and that. Well, these people don't pay attention to certain things, right? Because they don't, you know what I'm saying? They watch you, but they don't watch every single detail, right? Like such as the keys, right? Because you don't adjust those every day, right? So they were already put on. By the time these people wanted to go try to make copies, they hurried up and try to slip them back on. They put one backwards, right? And so when you see that, you know. So when you go and you get this key and you go count your keys on your key ring and you notice one's missing, and so these people over here taking stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised, you know. But also you got the barbershop. You got Will King or Will Mackey. He's a barber at a barbershop, and you know, then you got Cousin always talking about doing, you know, cocaine, booger sugar up in the judges' chambers. Well, if you know, you know, and they know, and the righteous officials know, and they've been being watched long enough. They know what's up. It is what it is, and they're being caught. The messages will get out, and the communication will be just that. Collective will get the truth. You know, it will come out in the 3D period.